Kelly. Where's Alma?
Hello from St. Mary's. It's Wednesday the 16th day of July, 1986. We're here for a softball game. Let's see, Southwick grabs out number one. The batter was Christy Belair. This is Altona here in town to play the Champlain team. With one out, this will bring up Amy Goodrow, the second baseman. Popped up again. That'll be foul. Defensively for Champlain, it's Nancy Southwick on the mound. Kim Barnes behind the plate. At first base is Sarah Southwick. Second base, Christy Barnes. Shortstop, Kelly Gooley. Third base, Kathleen Hicks. That's the ball. Right field, Jennifer Eddy. Center field, Suzanne Monette. And in left field, Sarah Sample. There's a ball back to Southwick. Southwick will go to Southwick. So it goes from Nancy to Sarah. And that'll be out number two. And this will bring up Holly Gilman, the shortstop. Altona comes in here with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. Champlain is undefeated. They're 5-0 the last time these two clubs met. Champlain was the victor 7-4. Umpire behind the plate, Karen Smith.
Foul ball.
Hard hit ball. Sarah Southwick handles it. So it'll be 3 up and 3 down. And we're going to go down to the bottom of the first inning. Coach tonight for Altona is Francis Perrier. Coaching tonight is Tom Gooley. He's taking the place of Darcy Castine, who is not here. The batting order for Champlain will have Sarah Southwick leading off, followed by Kathleen Hicks, Nancy Southwick, Sarah Sample, Kim Barnes, Suzanne Monette, Kelly Gooley, Christy Barnes, and Jennifer Eddy. Defensively for Altona, pitching will be Ann Scott. Behind the plate will be Christy Blair. At first base, Sherry Goodrow. At second base, Amy Goodrow. At shortstop, Holly Gilman. At third base, Shelley Nephew. In left field, Missy Watts. In center field, Cinda Gardner. And in right field, Michelle Roseberry. Sarah Southwick will lead things off. Looks like ball 1. Look at ball 2. That'll be ball 3. Strike 1. Be 3-1. Strike 2. There's a full count payoff pitch. Strike 3 at the knees. This will bring up Kathleen Hicks, the third baseman. Strike 1. That was a ball.
1-1.
One ball and a strike.
Ball.
Ball 2.
2-1. Ball.
Goodbye, Kate. Only for there, Katie.
All right,
Base hit to left field. So Champlain will have their first base runner up and this will bring up Ricky Henderson. No, it's not. It's Nancy Southwick.
Come on, Nancy Glenn. Ball. Oh, Katie, you're not halfway there. Kelly Gooley. Strike 1.
Strike.
Hey!
So she'll get in there as the ball is cut off by the pitcher. Foul ball. Tom knew he was on camera, so that's how he managed to catch that one.
Foul ball. Come on, Nancy. Come on, Nancy. Come on, Nancy.
Come on, Nancy.
Ball. You got it, Katie. Don't look at me. Don't let the ball. I don't know where the ball is. Come on, Andy. You gotta help her.
Catcher Christy Blair lost track of the ball. So Hicks is standing at third base now. That'll be 3-2. We'll have a full count on Nancy Southwick. Here's the pitch. Gonna be ball 4. So we'll put runners at the corners. And this will bring up the cleanup hitter, Sarah Sample. She's got number 31. She must be Dave Winfield.
Come on, Bird. Kelly. Ball.
Ball 1.
Got it, Ned. You got it. Kathleen. Kathleen!
Kathleen Hicks sleeping at the switch at third base. Well, Nancy Southwick steals second, but the double steal is not in effect. Popped up. That'll be out number 2 as Ian Scott makes the grab. And this will bring up Kim Barnes, the catcher. She's wearing Don Mattingly's number.
Ball.
Ball. Runners at second and third with 2 down.
Strike 1.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. Strike 3. So Barnes goes down swinging. And we'll go
Went down swinging, Kim.
now to the top of the second inning with no score in the ball game. This is Sherry Goodrow.
Ball. Ball.
Ball 2.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
Strike 1.
Like 1, that'll be 3-1.
Ball 4.
That'll be ball 4. So Goodrow will go to first.
Be ready, Christy.
And this will bring up Shelley Nephew, third baseman.
Ball.
Ball 1. That'll be ball 2. No advance on a runner. Ball 3, and I think we'll have a stolen base this time. Foul tip. That'll make it 3-2, I believe. 3-1. Popped up. Nancy Southwick grabs it. That'll be out number 1. And this will bring up Missy Watts, the left fielder. Looks at ball 1. Hit to the right side. Barnes will go to Southwick. That'll advance the runner to third base. That'll be 2 down, and this will bring up Ann Scott, the pitcher. All 3. Looks like they could steal on that arm. That'll be ball 4. I guess Southwick thought the batter was a little bit taller than that. This is Cinda Gardner, the center fielder. Swing and a miss, strike 1. We have a stolen base. So runners at second and third now. 1 ball and a strike. To Southwick. She'll throw to her sister at first. And that'll end the inning. So after an inning and a half, remains no score in the ball game. Suzanne Manette will lead things off for Champlain here in the bottom of the second inning. She can look at ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball 4, so Suzanne Manette will make her way to first. Lead off runner is on. And this brings up Kelly Gooley. Gooley, the shortstop. Just strike 1 on her. Strike 2.
Come on, Kelly, base hit. Come on, Kelly.
Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. No score in the game. We're in the second inning. Fouled back. The 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. That'll be 2-2. Foul tipped. Hung on.
head there.
Hey, wait, that's 3, ain't it?
Pass me over the head.
I'm on the 3rd strike.
Pull hard, Kelly.
Safe at first.
Don't have to be over the head on the 3rd strike.
She's foul, tip it.
On the 3rd strike, he's out.
I'm up, I gotta pay attention. Oh.
This is Christy Barnes. We're going to have a double steal here as the ball gets away from the catcher. Runners at second and third. Ball 4, that'll load the bases. Barnes will run to first. And the batter will be Jennifer Eddy. Looks at ball 1.
Strike.
Strike 2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Good ball.
Look, it's there, Jennifer.
Ball.
Cover the plate.
Full count.
Count is full.
Come on, Jen, wait for your pitch. Ready, set, go. Yeah. Ready, set, go. Ooh. Ready, set, go.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3 looking. So Eddy goes down looking. And this brings up Sarah Southwick, my daughter's favorite swimming instructor. In tight, ball 1. Safe at third. Soft liner to shortstop, so that'll be out number 2 as Holly Gilman makes the play, and this will bring up Kathleen Hicks.
Base hit now, score for 1. You could be there, Kathleen.
Bases loaded, no score in the ball game. We're in the second inning with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Make her pitch it.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Come on, Katie. Strike 2.
Strike 2.
Come on, Kathleen. Base hit. Two down, girls.
Here's the pitch.
Pull hard.
Just short left field, third baseman. Tried to backpedal all the way. So Manette scores. First run of the game. And also bring up Nancy Southwick with the bases remaining loaded.
Go, Flash. 2 out.
Come on, Nat. Come on, Libby. Come on, Libby. Ball.
Ball 1.
Come on, Libby, you can do it.
Come on, Nance.
Ball. Kel.
Ball 2.
2-0. Ball.
3-0.
Kelly.
Walk here will walk a run in. That'll be ball 4, so that'll put Southwick at first. And Kelly Gooley will score run number 2. And this will bring up Sarah Sample.
Come on, Sarah. Clean the bases, Sarah.
Come on, Sarah. Ball.
Ball 1. Not allowed to steal home unless there's a play on one of the runners,
Strike one.
so they can double steal, but they can't really triple steal.
Oh, this is good. Ball.
The ball.
They're practicing.
Come on, Bert.
Sarah. Come on, Sarah.
Ball.
Ball.
All right, Bert.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay, it's going to be a good one, Sarah.
Be ball 4, so I'll walk another run in. Sarah Sample will go to first, and Christy Barnes will score run number 3, and this will bring up Kim Barnes.
Ball.
Looks at ball 1,
9,
and Francis Perrier is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. First break we've had since it occurred. There was a foul tip on the third strike that was held on to by the catcher. And unless there's a unique rule in this league, it should have been an out. Because a foul ball does not have to be over the head on a third strike. However, the umpire did not rule that way. There's a strike. So as a result, the batter got an extra chance to swing, and she got on base.
Gotta be there, Kim. Gotta be there.
Come on, Kim.
There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. That'll be out number 3, and that'll take us to the 3rd inning. Our score after 2 full innings is Champlain 3, Altona nothing.
Feeling good. Ball's in. Oh, feeling great. Center field like that.
Keep it behind you, Kim, when you catch it.
This is Michelle Roseberry. She's going to lead things off. Top of the 3rd for Altona.
Strike one.
Strike 1.
Ball.
That's a ball. Nancy Southwick takes it. That's about 3 at least that she's caught at the pitching mound. That'll bring us to the top of the batting order. And as soon as I find her name here, I'll tell you who it is. It's Christy Blair. She's the catcher.
Strike one.
Strike 1.
Come on, Nancy. 1-1. Ball. Low. Bring it in a little. Ball.
That's a ball.
3-1.
3 and 1.
Come on, Nat. Ball
It'll
4.
be ball 4, so Blair will
No problem, Nat.
go to first base.
50.
Watch the runner, Christy.
Ball.
And very quickly here, the batter, Amy Goodrow.
Up the throw in a second.
Ball.
Ball 2. We're going to have a stolen base.
We'll try, Kim. That way to back her out. That way. Watch her.
2-0. Ball.
All 3.
Count out.
3-0 is the count. Swings at the 3-0 pitch.
Go on, go on.
Ball's out of play.
Out of play, so that'll score a run.
Time.
We're going to have a discussion on now.
Overthrow, you get 1 base. I mean, 2.
had to release it.
They're going.
She's going.
But she's off on the bag too.
Are you getting this, Calvin?
A little confusion on the rules. It's
Hold your runner, go to first.
the runner should be standing at second. She's standing at third. It's from when the ball is released. That's what the rule reads. It is not when the ball reaches the bag. And when the ball was released, the runner had not yet reached first when the ball was released. So she should get first and one more base. Which doesn't really matter now because she has just scored, and that's a 3-2 ball game. That batter was Holly Gilman, and this here is Sherry Goodrow.
Drag, foul ball. 1-1. Ball.
Come on, man. Put him in there, man.
Down.
You can do it, Libby.
Ball.
Hit it, man. We're playing.
Foul that play is going to be a fair ball. Throw to first. Going to be high.
Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That's going to make a 3-3 ball game, and the ball's going to get away at third base. And it's going to be a 4-3 ball game. Throw was kind of high going to first. I'm not sure if the runner was running in foul territory. If the runner was running in fair territory, she should have been out. So Altona has taken a lead 4-3 here in the top of the third inning, and this is Shelley Nephew. He looks at ball one. First, I'll be out. I believe that's out number 2. And this will bring up Missy Watts, the left fielder.
Foul ball.
That's foul. Barnes backpedaling. She's going to grab it at second. Nice play by Christy Barnes. We'll go to the middle of the third inning now with Altona leading 4-3. Suzanne Manette will lead off the bottom of the third. Her team is down by 1. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. That's a ball. 1 ball and a strike. Strike 2. Strike 3. So Manette's down swinging. And this brings up Kelly Gooley, the shortstop. Strike 1. That'll be a ball. 1 ball and a strike. Fouled off. Looks like the weeds ate that one. That's a ball. Now leaving it up, I believe, at 2-2. On the ground, the shortstop. The long throw to first. Not going to be in time. It's going to be off the mark. So she'll go to second. And this will bring up Christy Barnes, the second baseman. To the pitcher. She went right to first with it. She had a lot of time. She should have looked the runner back on second. She should have kept Gooley at second base, but she didn't. This is Jennifer Eddy. Well, the potential tying run is at third base now. 2. 1-1. And there are 2 down. Strike 2. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. So that'll be it in the third inning, and it will go now to the top of the fourth with our score. Altona 4, Champlain 3. And Scott will lead off the top of the fourth inning. She's the pitcher. She looks at ball 1 from pitcher Nancy Southwick. There's a hard hit ball. It's going to be through on the left side. Gets past Sample in the outfield. Throw comes into second. So Scott is on at first with a leadoff single, and this brings up Cinda Gardner, center fielder. Foul ball.
That's handy, Nance. Come on, Nance, the only ball pitcher. Watch him, Cinda.
That's a ball.
Come on, Nance. Pitch him right in there. She's not swinging at it. Foul ball.
Foul, let's play.
Go. Let's see if you can make her swing, Nance. Come on. Put him in. Ball.
Gonna have a stolen base attempt. We're gonna have a stolen base. So Scott is there on a stolen base.
Linda, there's a strike. Back out.
Don't hurry, lady. We're no rush.
Back out of there.
And we have a slow-moving spectator on the field. Ball 4, Gardner walks. And this will bring up Michelle Roseberry. That's a ball. Runners at first and second. We have nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. Champlain coming into this game undefeated. They are 5-0.
Right in there, Nance.
There's a strike.
Get on your... Ball. 3-1. Ball.
Ball 4. All that was really for nothing. The bases are loaded. And the batter here is the leadoff batter. This is Christy Belair. That's the ball. We have nobody out. 2-0 count on the batter. Popped up. Infield fly rule is called. Southwick grabs it. And this will bring up Goodrow. This is Amy Goodrow. Hits it to Gooley, who's going to come home with it. Throw is off the mark. That'll be run number 5. It's now a 5-3 ball game. And this is Holly Gilman. Kind of a warm night. The Altona girls are dousing themselves with water over on their bench.
Christy, remember what I told you?
Kelly,
Same thing for her. Talk to her.
same place.
On the ground. Big charity hop. Oh, Hicks.
Come on, go on, go on.
Kathleen was looking at the plate, thinking about her throw instead of thinking about the ball. And as a result, it went under her glove. And Gooley did a nice job of covering at third, but the throw was off the mark at third. This is Sherry Goodrow. Goodrow is the first baseman. We have 2 more runs, 1 more run, 2 runs in this inning. Because Altona's now hit 6-3. One back to the pitcher. Southwick will come home. And that was almost a bad throw. Nice grab by Barnes at the plate. This will bring up Shelley Nephew. Bases loaded, 2 down now. There's a strike. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball. Gooley will go to third in time. A good play ends the inning finally. And now we're going to go to the middle of the 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th, with Altona leading 6-3. Sarah Southwick gonna lead off the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1.
Come here.
1-1. Umpire Karen Smith a lot braver than I would be. I think I would be wearing a face mask if I were standing that close to the batter. Of course, she ducks a lot. I'll try to show her this time ducking unless the ball is hit. And she ducks behind there. She heads for cover. Right down to third base line, kicked. It's a foul ball. Foul ball. Somebody has to tell Sarah about it.
Oh, what a run! I tried, Jared, just a little more even.
But remember, I'm on TV. Foul ball.
Fouled back.
Come on, Sarah.
Come on, Sarah, you're the boss.
Go!
I thought, no, not here.
Hit to left side. Nice play by the shortstop. That shortstop is hidden here. My paper is bent over. Holly Gilman is the shortstop for Altona. This is bringing up Kathleen Hicks. At the ball. Ball 2.
Get some runs, girls. Get some runners.
Come on, Katie! Katie,
Ball 3. Champlain is down 6-3. We're in the 4th inning. There's a strike. 3-1. We have one out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Foul ball!
Foul.
We'll call you back.
That'll be 3-2 now. Foul tipped. It's dropped.
Come on, Katie! Come on, Kate! Foul ball!
That's a foul ball.
Come on, Bob. Stay set.
Come on, sweet! Foul ball!
Foul ball. And that one there, found her.
Take a seat, Katie! You're out of our seat! Smile for the camera, Katie. Good eye, Katie.
That'll be ball 4. Kathleen Hicks will walk the first, and
Come on, Nancy.
Nancy Southwick will step up here. Ball 1. I have a stolen base attempt. Going to be there in plenty of time. Hicks is on at second.
Kathleen, watch Christy.
That's a ball. Ball. Ball 4, so Southwick walks to first. We now have runners at first and second, and Sarah Sample is the batter. Hard hit ball to third. Force out at third base. That was close. Hicks made a race out of it. That'll be 2 outs, and Kim Barnes will be the batter. And tight for ball 1.
Come on, kid, we need some runs now!
Strike 1, 1-1.
Come on, kid! 1-1.
Ball. Foul tip.
Come on, Kim. We need it.
Come on, Kim, you can do it, Kim! You can do it, Kim!
2 balls and 2 strikes. Roseberry misplays it out there. That'll score, I would say, 2 runs. Sarah Sample makes it. That'll go as a triple for Barnes because the ball was not touched in right field. So it's now a 6-5 ball game. And the batter is Suzanne Monette. He swings, hits it to second base. Second baseman falls down. He'll be safe at first. And Barnes, meantime, scores the tying run. So Monette gets an RBI. The game is tied here with 2 outs in the 4th inning, and Kelly Gooley will be the batter. She looks at ball 1. Ball 2. That'll be ball 3. Foul back. That blur was Christy Barnes. She's the on-deck batter. popped up. Scott grabs it at the pitching mound. That's out number 3. So with a tie ball game, we'll go now to the top of the 5th inning. Peck Sample has arrived. He won't be able to cheer for Altona tonight. He'll have to cheer for Sarah's team. This is Missy Watts, and she hits the ball. Southwick will come over and throw, and gets away from Sarah as the throw was in the dirt. So Watts on second. That means, of course, that who's on first, and I don't know who's on third. And the batter swinging again on the first pitch. Nice back. The batter was Ann Scott. Nancy Southwick lost track of where the runner was, and she threw the ball to first instead of throwing it to second. And as she thrown it to second, she might have had a double play there. I'm not sure if anyone was covering or not, and all the confusion I didn't notice. This is Cinda Gardner, the center fielder.
Hold it, Jim. Plays it first, girls.
Potential lead run goes to third with 1 out. Ball 4. Cinda Gardner goes to first, and this brings up Michelle Roseberry. She's the right fielder. We have 1 out, runners at the corners. Strike 2. Throw goes to second, but the runner at third stayed there. We'll have runners now at second and third. Hits it back to the mound. Southwick looks the runner back, throws to Sarah Southwick. Sarah gets it in a hurry. So a good job defensively all around on the part of the Southwick girls. They keep the runner from scoring from third. And the batter here is going to be Christy Belair. She's going to swing at the first pitch and foul it off. Up the middle. Christy Barnes didn't quite get down on it. And 2 runs are going to score. So 2 runs scoring that, and Altona takes the lead again, and this brings up Amy Goodrow. This is Nancy Southwick. Nancy throws to Sarah, and that'll get us out of the inning. We'll go now to the bottom of the 5th. Score now 8-6, Altona leading. Coach Darcy Castine has arrived just in time to see her team go down by 2. So she's taking a look away from Tom Gooley. Christy Barnes will bat first.
Start us off, Christy.
Pitcher has 1 more warm-up pitch.
Yeah, I see where the ball is.
That'll be that.
Come on, Christy, start us off, Christy. You can do it.
As we'll bring up Christy Barnes, the lead off the bottom of the 5th.
Come on, Christy.
Ball 1.
Good eye, good eye. Make her pitch here, Christy.
Strike 1.
Strike 1.
Okay, you're set now, Christy, you're set.
Good
Little
ball,
shot,
Christy.
little shot.
Strike 2.
Come on, Christy, you're ready now.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 looking. And this will bring up Jennifer Eddy.
Come on, Jennifer, you can do it,
That's
Jennifer.
ball one.
Make her piss you, Jennifer.
Watch the ball.
Come on, Jen.
Ball.
You ready, Jen? Go swing hard.
You can do it, Jennifer. You can do it.
Ball.
Ball. Ball four, so Jennifer Eddy will get on. Looks like she's happy about the whole idea. And Sarah Sample will be the bat. Excuse me, Sarah Southwick will be the batter.
Come on, Sarah.
Come on, Sarah. You can do it, Sarah.
Listen to your coach, Jennifer.
Alright, 50! Way to maneuver out of the way! Lucky, I'll get your sister.
Come on, Sarah.
Strike two.
Like two.
Come on, Sarah. You can do it, Sarah.
Ball.
It's a ball. And Eddy will go to second.
Jennifer, watch Nancy.
Come on, Sarah. You can do it, Sarah.
Here's the pitch. That'll be high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Strike.
Okay.
Come on, Katie.
Let's bring up Kathleen Hicks with 2 down and a runner at second base.
Bring her in.
Strike.
Kathleen looks at strike 1.
Ball.
Ball 1.
Come on, Kathleen. Bring
Come on,
her in.
Kathleen. You can do it, Kathleen. Little hit.
Come on, Kate.
That'll be out number 3. Unusual catch, but a good catch by Holly Gilman at shortstop. And we'll go now to the top of the 6th inning. This is a 7-inning ball game with Altona continuing to lead by 2, 8-6.
Oh my God!
Hi, how are you? Okay.
What color? Tremendous save by Barley.
Ball's in.
Look inside, man.
Holly Gilman, who made the nice catch to end the inning, will lead off the top of the 6th.
Come on, Nance. You can do it, Nance.
Looks at ball 1.
Almost, Nance. Almost. Put him right in there. Good defense. Heads up.
Up the middle, Kelly Gooley slowed it down a little bit.
No problem, Kel.
All right. Take it off, Kelly. You can do it.
Our lead runner is on. This will bring up Sherry Goodrow, the first baseman.
Here, don't run this one. Right there. You got it, Kel. Good job. Good girl, Kelly.
Gooley handles it. That'll be out number 1. That was Sherry Goodrow. This is Shelly Nephew. I think I said Shelly Goodrow, but this is it was Sherry, and this is Shelly.
All right. Good try. Good throw, Kim.
Safe at second. Only have one umpire here tonight.
Almost, Nance. Almost. Put him right in there. Heads up now. Play the first. Hold the runner.
Ball.
Good
one out. Keep car in the head.
Nancy Southwick grabs it.
Good job.
She's
It's all right. It's all right.
No problem, man. That's funny, Dad. You're a big comedian.
2 outs now. 2 outs.
This is Missy Watts. Hits it back to Nancy Southwick. Nancy will throw to Sarah, and that'll be out number 3. So Altona scoreless in the top of the 6th. And now we'll go to the
I don't think she needs the comedy relief, Dad.
bottom of the 6th with Altona leading by 2.
Come on, Nancy.
Nancy Southwick gonna lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Team down by 2. Here's the first pitch. It's gonna be a strike. The shadows are starting to come in here. St. Mary's, there's one hit to the left side. It's gonna take a heck of a throw to get her.
Come on, Sarah.
And she's gonna run right all the way up the hill, I guess. So a base hit for Nancy Southwick, and this will bring up Sarah Sample, the left fielder.
Come on, Sarah. Bring her in.
Come on, Sarah, you can do it, Sarah. A little shot. Strike. Good job.
Strike.
You got it. You got it. Yeah.
Southwick goes to second.
Come on, Sarah.
Down and dirty, Sarah.
To the heart, Sarah.
On the ground. The throw's going to come to third. Safe at third.
Good job.
And this brings up Kim Barnes.
Sarah, you're going.
Yep.
They're going to tie the base down so nobody will steal it.
That's Kelly's mother's car.
This the other one's
That's Sarah's dad.
okay, then forget it.
Put it between them. It's just cool.
Yeah, right.
Right, Nancy.
You gotta kick it first time up.
Okay, ready?
Whoa.
Ball. Sarah Sample steals second, so potential tying run is now on second base. There's a ball. Nobody out here. The bottom of the 6th inning. Kim Barnes, the batter. Ball 4, so that's going to load them up. And this will bring up Suzanne Monette, the center fielder.
Hey, girls, think out there.
Make her piss you, Suzanne.
Ball 1.
Good eye. Make her piss you.
Right.
There's a strike.
Okay, you're set, Suzanne. You're set. Little shot. You can do it. Little shot.
Strike 2.
Suzanne, you can do it.
Nobody out.
Come on, Suzanne. You can do it.
Ball.
Good eye. Make her piss you. Be ready in there, Suzanne. You can do it.
Ball 3. That's going to be a full count now. We'll have a payoff pitch with the bases loaded. And nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Champlain trailing by 2. Ball 4. Manette backs up and she'll go to first base. And while she's going to first base, Nancy Southwick will score the 7th run for Champlain. That'll make it
Come on, Kelly.
8-7, and the batter now will be Kelly Gooley.
You can do it, Kelly. Good eye. Good eye.
Ball 1.
Don't take them unless they're good, Cal. You can do it.
Come on, Cal.
Hard hit ball over the shortstop's head. It's going to drop in. That's going to score a run. That's going to score 2. And Champlain is going to go ahead as Kim Barnes scores. Suzanne Manette ends up at third. And Kelly Gooley goes all the way to second. So a 2 RBI single for Kelly Gooley. Puts Champlain up by 1, 9-8. And this is Christy Barnes. She hits the first pitch, foul. Strike 2.
Make sure they're there, Chrissy. Make sure they're there.
Ball 1.
Come on, Isaiah. Come here in this helmet.
Hit to shortstop. Safe. So almost a double play to.
Come on, Jennifer, you can do it, Jennifer. A little
I
shot.
think there's 2 outs. I think that would have ended the inning. This is going to bring up Jennifer Eddy.
A little shot. You can do it. Be ready in there.
Popped up. Foul ball. I believe there's only 1 out. I was thinking there was 2, but I think there's only 1 out. That's a ball.
Make sure it's there, Jennifer. Be ready.
That's a ball.
Good eye. Good eye. Watch the ball coming in now. You can do it. Ball. Good eye.
It's a ball.
Good ball, Jennifer. Make sure it's there. We'll take a walk. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a ball. So that's going to reload the bases. And I'll bring up that well-known slugger, Sarah Southwick. Holly Gilman is the pitcher here. She's coming in from shortstop position. She's on a pitch, and Ann Scott is going to go to shortstop. So we have a pitching change and a shortstop change as they switch positions. In the bottom of the 6th, Champlain up by 1.
Come on, Sarah Sue! One more. I did put him in first.
1 out, bases loaded.
Oh no, not to get well, no wonder. Really?
Minute call for running out of the baseline. I don't really know. She ran around, the pitcher was feeling it, and the catcher shouldn't have been there because the catcher was not fielding it. So had she run it into the catcher should have been
Come on, Kathleen. You can do it, Kathleen.
called for obstruction. This is Kathleen Hicks, by the way.
Yeah, good job.
Soft liner to shortstop. And that'll be out number 3. So the catcher would have been called for obstruction, and since the runner ran around the fielder who was not fielding the ball, I don't really know if she should have been called out for going out of the baseline.
Go on now. Good defense. Gotta hold them.
This is, I believe, Ann Scott.
Heads up.
Ball 1. Her team is down by 1. 9-8, Champlain is leading this top of the 7th. Scheduled 7-inning ball game. That's a ball.
Take your time, man. Take your time. You can do it.
Gooley backing up Hicks with a nice play. A nice play at shortstop for Kelly Gooley.
Way to go. Good fire, Kelly.
So this will bring up Cinda Gardner, the center fielder. Strike one.
Good play, Kelly.
Ball.
Come on, Nance. You can do it, Nance. Put him right in there, Nance. Let her hit. Let her hit. It's all right. Take your time. Heads up now. Heads up. One out. Good job.
Foul ball.
Come on, Nance. You can do it. One out now. Play the first. Let's go, defense. Strike three.
Strike three. So that'll be out number 2. So Champlain with a 1-run lead is 1 out away from winning this Wednesday night ball game. Here's Michelle Roseberry. She looks at one about 5 feet over her head for ball 1. That's a ball. 2 balls. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Could be trouble. Southwick will pick it up and throw it to first. She's out. I think if Roseberry had kept running, she kind of hesitated at the last second before putting her foot down. So that'll be the end of the ball game on this Wednesday, July 16th at St. Mary's Field. Champlain defeating Altona in a Pony League softball game.
Is that still on? Everybody goes. We gotta talk about